Welcome to the AmericanAVK Series 27 Dry Barrel Fire Hydrants Overview Module. In this module, you'll learn all about the AVK Series 27 Dry Barrel Fire Hydrants, including history, function, standards compliance and testing, hydrant construction features, and product range. AmericanAVK was incorporated in the United States in 1985 and primarily sold AVK gate valves in the North American water distribution market. But AVK soon realized that to be competitive, they needed a fire hydrant to package with the gate valves. So in the early 1990s, AVK began manufacturing the Series 27 dry barrel fire hydrants. AVK manufactures two types of dry barrel fire hydrants: the nostalgic style, Series 2780, and the modern style, Series 2700. The two Series 27 fire hydrants shown here have one pumper outlet and two hose outlets. The nostalgic style is red and the modern style is yellow. Both have a standard 6-inch mechanical joint inlet shoe and standard 1.5-inch pentagon-shaped operating nets. Keep in mind that all of the parts for the 2700 and the 2780 are interchangeable. So what is a fire hydrant used for? The primary and by far most important function of a fire hydrant is to provide a source of water in order to fight fires. But fire hydrants also serve other purposes, like flushing water lines, filling water trucks, especially at construction sites, and occasionally serving as a construction bypass. AVK fire hydrants are fully compliant with the requirements of AWWA Standard C502 for dry barrel fire hydrants. In fact, AVK hydrants exceed industry standards in regard to flow characteristics and durability. Our hydrants are also listed by Underwriters Labs and approved by Factory Mutual. Finally, all AVK fire hydrants are certified to NSF 61 for health effects and NSF 372 for the low lead requirements of the Safe Drinking Water Act. Be assured that product quality and safety are our main concerns throughout the design and manufacturing process. Each hydrant is shell tested and seat tested at twice the rated pressure as required by AWWA C502. In addition, we have completed proof of design testing, a shell test of 1000 psi per UL requirements, traffic impact testing, and flow testing. So what makes up an AVK fire hydrant? Starting at the top of the hydrant is a serial number. This unique number indicates the date of manufacture, testing results, construction materials, and shipping information for full traceability to allow for the industry's quickest and most comprehensive customer service. Next is the weather shield. The weather shield is a hat-shaped part that sits on top of the hydrant. As you might expect, the weather shield protects the operating mechanism from the elements, like rain or snow. It also protects the bronze operating net from damage from non-standard wrenches. So if someone tries to operate the hydrant with a pipe wrench, it might damage the ductile iron, but it won't damage the bronze operating nut. And in the unlikely event that the weather shield does get damaged, it's easier and less expensive to replace than the bronze operating nut. The AVK weather shield and nozzle cap operating nuts can be manufactured in a variety of shapes and sizes to meet the needs of local specifications. In areas that require protection from tampering, we can also add locking mechanisms, which can be installed during the manufacturing process or in the field. Or we can add a tamper-proof operating nut. The thrust nut and the operating nut are cast bronze. The operating nut can be either open left or open right. The operating nut is manufactured with a ventilation shaft that works in conjunction with the Zerk fitting for ease of installing lubricant. The nut is also provided with an upper and lower anti-friction washer to ease operation. The operating nut and the thrust nut are also equipped with a series of O-rings to isolate the lubrication chamber from the environment. The thrust nut is held in place by a stainless steel thrust nut lock plate and screw. The plate is non-corrosive, and it makes it easier to adjust the nut in case the nut is too tight or too loose. AVK fire hydrants are equipped with an external lubrication fitting, making it easier to lubricate the hydrant. No disassembly is required. The fitting is a grease zerk for grease-filled hydrants or an oil-filled plug for oil-filled hydrants. Next is the barrel gasket. 3 barrel gaskets are used in our dry barrel fire hydrant. The first is used between the bonnet and the nozzle section on the 2780 nostalgic style, or the nozzle section and the upper barrel for the 2700 modern style. The second is between the nozzle section and the lower berry. And the third is between the lower berry and the inlet shoe. It's a simple part made out of NBR. It has a steel insert to help hold its shape, so when you place it on the sealing surface, it will stay in place. This feature also makes it much easier for one person to reassemble the hydrant. Next is the lubrication chamber. It holds the oil or grease to lubricate the operating mechanism for the hydrant. It's sealed with 2 O-rings on the bottom for redundancy and another O-ring at the top to prevent moisture from getting inside. The travel stop nut is used to stop the stem from over-traveling when opening the hydrant. The travel stop nut takes all of the load at the top, so that the main valve and the stem are not damaged by having a compression load on them between the top and the bottom of the hydrant. All AVK upper stems are stainless steel as standard. However, AVK will supply a copper alloy sleeved upper stem if requested. AVK has chosen to provide stainless steel operating stems to eliminate the potential for corrosion on this vital part of the hydrant operating system. AVK stainless steel upper stems also have the benefit of having a machined smooth surface to seal the O-rings, thus allowing for the elimination of the old soft copper alloy sleeve to seal the reservoir from water intrusion. Removing the copper alloy sleeve eliminates freezing and corrosion that can occur behind it. Freezing will cause the sleeve to crack, and corrosion will make the hydrant impossible to operate. AVK stainless steel upper stems provide optimum corrosion protection, preventing water that may get into the lubrication chamber from causing the upper stem to corrode. The hydrant wrench pin, located on the upper stem, enables removal of the main valve with a lightweight AVK T-wrench, which makes the hydrant much easier to maintain. Next is the AVK bayonet style nozzle. This nozzle is easy to install. Simply rotate it 40 degrees counterclockwise to lock it in place. There are 2 set screws to prevent it from rotating out and also to help prevent nozzle movement. This feature makes the nozzle much easier to replace in the field. However, it should be noted that the O-rings can be difficult to compress, so you may need a rubber mallet to tap the nozzle into place when you're installing it. To further resist corrosion, AVK uses stainless steel brake couplings, extension couplings, and coupling pins on all our dry barrel fire hydrant models. The use of stainless steel assures a longer lifespan due to the more durable materials. This low-profile design also helps improve the flow of the hydrant. The standard material for the lower stem is steel. However, for an additional cost, AVK also offers an optional stainless steel lower operating stem. A stainless steel lower operating stem will reduce the corrosive effects of standing water within the lower berry of the hydrant. Both upper and lower stems can be provided in 304 stainless steel. They can also be provided in 316 stainless steel for utilities or private industrial facilities that experience very aggressive waters for their major source of fire protection. Next is the breakable joint, which also includes the stainless steel brake coupling for the stem. It uses a standard barrel gasket, so it's easy to reassemble and replace if it gets broken. It's designed so that the ductile iron lip on the brake flange will tear out if the hydrant is impacted by a vehicle. There are only 4 bolts, so it's easy to repair. The bolts can be loosened and the nozzle section can rotate 360 degrees so the nozzle can point in whatever direction needed. At the ground level of the hydrant, AVK installs berry depth tags. This is so it's easy to determine the berry depth by looking at the base of the hydrant when it's installed. The tag here shows a berry depth of 5 feet. The extension kits are also equipped with a berry depth tag, so it can show a 5-foot original berry and a 6-inch extension kit. The lower barrel is ductile iron, which allows the lower barrel to be strong but also lightweight. The lower barrel is also stenciled with the berry line, the depth of berry, and the opening direction. For example, a 5-foot berry open left hydrant will have 5.0 and OL stenciled on it. At the base of the hydrant, there's a new design called the 5-bolt base. This new design makes it easier to remove the main valve. It also makes the hydrant more resilient against low-speed impacts. With the old design, if a hydrant was surrounded by muddy soil and was hit at a low speed, the whole hydrant might have tipped over and broken at the inlet. The new 5-bolt design helps prevent that. The old design required studs and multiple nuts. The new design requires a simple nut and bolt, which are stainless steel, as standard. Finally, the 5-bolt design provides lower head loss because the main valve ears can be used to direct the flow upward when the hydrant is operating. The hydrant shoe is equipped with an anode lug. This allows easy attachment of a sacrificial anode if a water utility happens to use those for cathodic corrosion protection. There's no need for welding, which can cause damage to the hydrant. There's a flat plate on the back and the bottom of the shoe to make installation easy. The drains and the drain ring are all bronze, corrosion resistant, and can be easily plugged if required. As mentioned previously, the buried bolting is stainless steel at the base, which is corrosion resistant for a long life. Located at the bottom of the hydrant is one of the more important features of the AVK hydrant, the one-piece main valve. The main valve is a ductile iron core encapsulated in EPDM. EPDM is resistant to chlorine and other disinfectants, so it will have a long life. The main valve eliminates a large number of parts which are used by our competitors to build hydrants. This reduces parts inventory and also makes it very easy to replace. The main valve is a very durable component with a very good memory, and the shore hardness of the rubber is 85. So if there's a rock embedded in the hydrant, all you have to do is open it for a while, pop the rock out of the valve, and it will regain its shape. It's very durable and long-lasting. The internal and the external coatings of the nozzle section and the shoe are fusion-bonded epoxy for good corrosion protection. Epoxy provides a smooth lining on the interior for lower head loss. The coating complies with AWWA Standard C550, which covers protective interior coatings for valves and hydrants. The fusion-bonded epoxy coating is applied on all above-ground sections, both inside and out, as well as the inlet shoe. This coating ensures protection and longevity of the ductile iron castings. The external coating has an additional polyurethane layer to provide the correct color required by the customer and to provide additional corrosion protection. Another great feature of AVK fire hydrants is that they have a low parts count. A low parts count means that it takes fewer parts to manufacture an AVK Series 27 fire hydrant than it does our competitor's hydrant. But why is this important? A low parts count is a benefit to our customers because they can maintain a lower parts inventory and they need far less space for parts storage. In addition, all AVK hydrants have interchangeable parts, and all new modifications are designed to retrofit to previous versions of the Series 27. This assures AVK always has the parts our customers need, which expedites parts delivery, eliminates the customer's need to keep a large parts inventory, and reduces confusion when parts are ordered. AVK also simplifies the inspection, maintenance, and repair of our products by providing a lightweight toolkit. The toolkit includes our operating wrench, which can be used to remove the operating nut, hydrant thrust nut, or caps. Our innovative T-wrench. One end of the T-wrench is used to remove the traveling stop nut located in the lubrication chamber. The other end of the T-wrench is used to remove the stem and seat using the pin located on the upper stem. And our centering tool. The centering tool is used to reduce side-to-side movement of the working components. The removal of all working components can be easily accomplished from above ground with the use of AVK's T-wrench and centering tool. The product range of the Series 27 fire hydrant is quite broad. Let's start with a list of the nozzle configurations that are available. Keep in mind that not all configurations are available for both the 2780 and the 2700. It's also important to remember that some nozzle configurations, such as the single pumper configuration, may not be recognized by UL or FM. The 2780, or the nostalgic, can be configured with the standard 3-outlet, 2 hose outlets, 2 pumper outlets, or a single pumper outlet. The 2700, or the modern, can be configured with 3 outlets, 2 pumper outlets, or a single pumper outlet. There's also the Alpine style for snowy environments, so you can have the hydrant above the snow level. The 2700 can also be configured as a monitor hydrant. We provide a wide range of accessories. The standard extension kits are from 6 inches to 60 inches, and we can also do custom lengths. Traffic repair kits in case the hydrant is knocked over, tamper guards to lock the hydrant and prevent unauthorized operation, and hydrant check valves to prevent possible contamination or cross connections of the distribution system. AVK provides a wide range of end connections to connect the hydrant to the distribution system. For 4-inch, we have an MJ, flange, and polyethylene or HDPE. For 6-inch, we do MJ, flange, push-on, PE, and also a straight inlet connection. For the 8-inch, we do an MJ. We also provide ISO flanges in 4-inch and 6-inch sizes. The options for an AVK fire hydrant are almost limitless. Color. We can make the body, bonnet, and caps any color or combination of colors for any water utilities requirements. Nozzles. We supply many different types of nozzles and nozzle threads, as well as stores connections. Pumper nozzle sizes. We can supply 4, 4.5, and 5-inch stores connections, and also 4 and 4.5-inch threaded connections. Operating nuts come in squares, triangles, pentagons, or they can be custom made. Lower stems can be stainless steel or steel. Bolting. We do zinc-plated 304 or 316 stainless steel. 304 is standard. Drains can be plugged or unplugged. Hydrants can be open left or open right. There are so many different options that we use an AVK hydrant specification worksheet. You and the customer can fill the sheet out together. This ensures the customer gets exactly what they want. Congratulations! You've completed the AmericanAVK Series 27 Dry Barrel Fire Hydrants Overview Module. Now that you've completed this training, let's review the highlights of the module. In this module, you learned that AVK developed the 2 styles of dry barrel fire hydrants in the early 1990s, the nostalgic style, Series 2780, and the modern style, Series 2700. The primary and by far most important function of a fire hydrant is to provide access to water in order to fight fires, but fire hydrants serve other purposes as well. AVK fire hydrants are fully compliant with the requirements of AWWA Standard C502 for dry barrel fire hydrants. Our hydrants are also listed by Underwriters Labs and approved by Factory Mutual. Finally, all AVK fire hydrants are certified to NSF 61 for health effects and NSF 372 for the low lead requirements of the Safe Drinking Water Act. AVK has completed seat testing, proof of design testing, shell testing, traffic impact testing, and flow testing. There are many important fire hydrant construction features. Everything from the weather shield to the stainless steel upper stem to the breakable joint are designed to make AVK hydrants corrosion resistant, long-lasting, and easier to maintain, install, and repair. The unique serial number at the top of the hydrant allows AVK to track the date of manufacture, testing results, construction materials, and shipping information to allow for the industry's quickest and most comprehensive customer service. AVK fire hydrants have a low parts count, which means our customers can maintain a lower parts inventory and need far less space for parts storage. In addition, all AVK hydrants have interchangeable parts, and all new modifications are designed to retrofit to previous versions of the Series 27. The product range of the Series 27 fire hydrant is quite broad. The 2780 or the Nostalgic can be configured with the standard 3 outlets, 2 hose outlets, 2 pumper outlets, or a single pumper outlet. The 2700 or the Modern can be configured with 3 outlets, 2 pumper outlets, or a single pumper outlet. We offer extension kits from 6 inches to 60 inches, and we can also do custom lengths. We offer traffic repair kits, tamper guards, and hydrant check valves. AVK provides a wide range of end connections to connect the hydrant to the distribution system. We also provide ISO flanges. The options for an AVK fire hydrant are almost limitless. There are so many different options that we use an AVK hydrant specification worksheet. This ensures the customer gets exactly what they want. Congratulations! You've completed this module.